Hello, 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 hello. I'm Lynn Browder, and I have a son, Owen, who is 13 and has autism. We paint together, working on his fine motor skills. He helps me paint the backgrounds of our paintings, and then I paint the rest. I was thinking, I usually do like these bigger bundles, and then I was thinking, well, I'll do a little bundle, but now that I'm doing this, it looks like it's gonna be a bigger. And that's how it rolls. You just never know what's gonna happen until it's on the canvas. So we just go. So I've been trying to, well, my alarm for my, I was just trying to say that I was about to change my schedule and I forgot that was going to go off. So here we are. I've been trying to change my schedule because it seems like we've been having some very late nights with my son, and then I will, well, wake up. Let's see, I'm saying it backwards. It's early morning, so it's early, well, don't met me as I can't explain what I'm trying to say. It's late night, like he goes to bed, but then he wakes up in the middle of the night, or very early. I'll figure out what I'm trying to explain. So I have been falling asleep a lot of times when he goes to bed, and that in itself is a whole different thing for me. I have been going through breast cancer treatments for the last year plus at this point, and getting closer and closer to being completed, but you know, I'm just tired. I'm tired a lot of the times. So with that, you know, there's just going to sleep and doing things. So I've been trying to change when I do paintings, when I do the different activities with him, because he helps me paint the backgrounds and everything. And we've been working on, I don't know where it is, his scribble monsters. He likes to scribble, as he always is talking. And literally he likes to, like, scribble words, scribble his names. And so I have been trying to get him to understand that he can scribble, but I want him to be able to show people that he, you know, how he writes in his name and different things, because that's how he can express himself with his words and tell people what he wants and needs. And I said with his art, he can do anything he wants to. He just has to decide and show people his art. And so I explained to him that he could make scribble monsters, or he could do, you know, scribble animals, scribble whatever. And then we would work on his letters and doing things like that. So it's a little different for him, and I'm trying not to, I'm not pushing when he has to do something. It's more like when he wants to do something. And so we've been working on those things. And we've had a couple requests for different different pictures and different things like that. So we're doing it. We're working through them. Yeah, it's just he's been having a couple of hard weeks, and him having a couple of hard weeks means mommy's having a couple of really hard days. And you know, it's a lot of changes going on right now. He just does not work well. Work is not probably the right word. Adjust well to changes, and it's what we may think of as something simple, but it's very complex for him. If somebody is sick, if somebody is out of school, if somebody is unavailable, because they have doctor's appointments, somebody's having a baby, anything that we can think that, we may not necessarily like, but we have to adjust to, it's not something that is quick for him to process or be able to handle quickly. So right now we are going through a lot of behavioral moments, let's just kind of say. And I get it, I do. But yet, I can't even imagine how he's feeling when everything seems to be up in the air for him. So it's trying to create kind of those calmer moments for him, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to not make it where everything is so chaotic. So hence this, and what we're doing and how we're doing it really is just trying to give him a little more break in between all of the chaos. But I don't know. I don't know that it's helping yet. I don't know. But I can tell you, I'm gonna keep trying until it helps him, or and on top of all of those moments, I mean, he's 13, so he's in that stage where life is, hormonal, and life is different, and so I'm hoping that we can kind of find a balance right now, for him, and some easier moments in time. So hence I'm I won't say I'm a lot more awake, but I'm a little more awake right now than I usually am, because I'm usually doing this at midnight or something when I wake back up. But here we are. So I think we've got like one more little flower maybe, and we're done. There we go. Some maybe branches out, a few little ones down here. When I use like one brush, I like it with the flowers because you get to see more colors in there, but I should really do this part like all at the same time, but you know how that goes. If you've been watching for a while, I never know what I'm exactly doing until it's there. So this is how we roll. Okay. Well, for thinking I was going to change my tune, the only thing I did was kind of move this up. So next time maybe. I sign O for Owen, since he helps me with the backgrounds. And then L and B. So Thank you so much for watching.